Hello and welcome back to another video. So we're 2 days after Christmas today, and I'd say 2 stone heavier as well. So I said today I better get back out and get a bit of work done. So I'm off today and tomorrow as well. So it's handy. It'll give me time to get a few bits and pieces done, because for the last couple of days, of course, I was just feeding and that was it. Feeding the cows and feeding myself. But I brought in 2 bales last night, alright, but that was the extent of it really. So today I need to feed them, obviously, and I want to clean out the pen for the heifer because she's in a bit of a state. I cleaned it out a bit on Christmas Eve, but it was only a quick job, so that needs to be properly cleaned out. And I cleaned out the calves behind on Christmas Eve as well, because I wanted them to have a nice bedroom for Christmas Day, but I'll just stay on top of that now and it'll be an easier job, so I'll scrape that out quickly as well. But the big job I want to do is to tidy the yard outside, because it looks like the bullocks are going to be going in a few days, possibly even before the new year. So I just want to make room for the cattle trailer and stuff, because Dad informed me that I had dumped the dung from the pen right in the way of where the trailer would back in. So I just need to move the implements from the loader. I'm going to bring them up to the other yard. I brought the forks up the last day. I'll include that clip if I got any decent coverage. I didn't check it yet, but I'm going to bring the grab up. I'm going to move my pile of dung up another bit as well and just clear the way there. We'll also be weighing them probably tomorrow when the weather dries up a bit. So I just want to set up that area for that as well. So I have a few bits to be doing today, but nothing major. I'll leave the weighing until another video, I'd say, because I just want to check a few bits and pieces with them as well before they go. But that's pretty much the plan for today. So I'm going to get going. I hope everyone had a lovely Christmas. I had a nice one. I was hosting this year for the first time ever. I had Rob's mom and sister for Christmas as well for 2 days, so I was a domestic goddess there for 2 days, which is unlike me. But yeah, back to my natural habitat now today with this. So I think I'm just going to show you a bit of everything that I'm doing today. For a change, I don't usually show the feeding and stuff. I think most people assume I use the loader to feed now, which I kind of do for the first 2 pens, because I just plonk the bale in front of them and I break it up. But I still do pike a good bit, but I always pike to the cows because they always stay on a bit of a stricter diet. So I always pike to them. So I'll do that today, give the guys their nuts. You can see everyone is in the lazy Christmas mood today. Half of them are lying. I don't know, can you hear the snoring? One of them is snoring in the middle pen here as well, so everyone's very cozy. But yeah, I'll do a bit of feeding now, a bit of cleaning up, and we'll go from there. I always start the feeding with giving the weanlings the nuts. So really I could do with getting another 2 trucks, but at the moment I kind of share the trucks between the weanlings and the yearling stores, whatever they are. So I always start with these guys first, and they're still on their 2 kg each a day, and in fairness they are all getting into the nuts and they're all getting more or less their fair share of it anyway, so I'm happy with that. Then I come around to the back to these 2. These are causing me problems because this one here with the bad leg is bullying the smaller one out of it. So she doesn't seem to come up for the nuts very much, and when she does, they don't seem to finish them. But I'll keep an eye on them. While they're all eating, then I bring the buckets back around and fill them up just for the guys in the middle, the bullocks and heifers, so that that's ready to go once the weanlings are finished with the trucks, and I can move that down. Just keeps things moving. And then I go over and I always just feed the cows next. So I pike pretty much everything to the cows. Sometimes accidentally I'll put the bale too close to them with the loader, and I'll have no choice but to let them pick away at it overnight. But in general I try to keep it far enough away from them so that they can't be picking at it, because they will just eat and eat. A lot of people say, oh, they won't put on condition with just silage. I'm telling you, these guys come out of the shed some of them thick fat, and we just don't want that with calving. Even when I restrict their feed, they still come out a bit heavy. So I just gave them all the peels from the Christmas dinners, more so to the one on the end, because she doesn't seem to get as much silage as the others. Then the weanlings are done with the truck, so it's on to the ones in the middle, and they are on their 4 kg a day. And while they're eating that, I then move up to the weanlings, give them their silage. It's all very easy to do because the bale is just right there in front of them. They can actually pick away at the bale if they want as well, but I like to spread it out just so that everyone gets a chance to eat whenever they want to. You can see there it's very dry silage. It makes it easy for me to pike it. No bad stuff in it either, which is brilliant. And then I fill up the wheelbarrow for the 2 out the back. I usually just give them 1 big wheelbarrow to share, and that's more than enough for them. Again, they don't go through a whole pile when they're on the meal anyway. And last but not least, sorry the lighting isn't great there, but it's these guys get their silage then. Again, they can pick from that bale there. I only want them eating the bale on the left because that's the first cut. So I try to keep them away from the second cut as well. That is for the cows only. But yeah, they can pick away at it, but I like to spread it out as well. So again, anybody can eat whenever they want. Now that's everyone fed and happy for now anyway. So I have a very set system that I do every evening, really after work generally. But I kind of do the same thing when I'm off as well. So it just means that everything kind of works a bit quicker, because while the calves are finishing eating their nuts, I'm feeding the cows. By the time I've them fed, I feed the ones here behind me, and generally by the time they're finished eating, I'll have the calves fed, the calves behind, and the girl in the pen done as well, water's filled up, things like that. So it just means everything is moving as quick as possible. So today this will be enough for them for the whole day, and I'll come down in the morning again because I'm off. Obviously if I was working I'd give them more, because there's just not enough room here for Dad to be able to push it into them like he can for the cows. And it's the same with the weanlings above then, they've loads there to do them. And the cows will get another bit later. I do it differently with the cows because, who is coughing? I do it a bit differently with the cows because they'll eat everything I put in front of them straight away. So I don't want them going the whole evening and night with nothing in front of them. So I'll let them eat the majority of that. I'll go away and do my few bits of cleaning up. Then I'll feed them again later. And if I was working, I'd lay out a row and Dad would feed them. But I might do that anyway. If I feel like a lion in the morning, he might come down a bit earlier. But that's how I do it anyway. I've timed it perfectly because there was like monsoon weather there while I was feeding. You can see my hair is wet just from going around the back to the others, but it's after drying up now. So I'm going to do the moving of the grab and tidying up outside first while I have the weather, and then I'm going to, ooh, it's bright. Then I'm going to clean out the heifer there when I'm done. So that's next. So the 135 didn't work for lifting the gravel. It's just too heavy, and I don't know, it just kind of kept slipping off it, so I left it. And I could drive it up with this yoke, but I'm lazy now, so after that attempt, so I'm just going to move it with the loader itself from here over, throw the bucket on then, and get cleaning. So I'll bring you along for it anyway. I'm not great at the attachments yet, mainly because I don't really do it too often, so it just takes me that little bit of time to get it when I do it, so just bear with me. I said I'd leave it as it is just to show what it's really like, but I'm getting there. Now, I'm sure you can already tell that I just have not mastered how to get it from that piece there at the wall. I think next time now I might try and do it when Rob's around and just ask him to come down and tell me if I'm going to break down the wall or not, because today I was just way too afraid that I was going to do it, and people have told me just keep nudging it, it'll be fine, and others have said like try and scrape it back and then go under it. I don't know, I just wasn't confident with it enough today anyway, but look, that's only a little bit of piking, that won't kill me. that's pretty much me done for the day. Everyone's fed, happy. Isabella has her new clean sheets down there, and she did her jig when she got in there as well, so she's happy out. The yard looks no better than when I started, but look, at least I have all the dung in a pile now and it's not being spread out along the place. But the ground is just so wet and soft out there. Every time I made a move in the loader I could feel it digging in. But look, hopefully that'll be a job now for 2024, just to sort outside there. I would say we'll probably do concrete at the very least. We'd take up some of the earth that's there and put down pencil, but ideally we'd do a concrete job, but we'll see what we can get done. But that's it. Look, that's nothing too hectic going on today, but that's just kind of a typical day, I suppose, for me on the farm, with just doing the basics really. So back to work soon, but at least I have her tidied out, I have the ones in the back tidied out, and everyone seems happy. But I'd say now the next video will be the 2 bullocks going away, and I'll try and show you the weighing of them going away, and then the results and how we got on with them, and hopefully it will be good news. But for now I think I'll leave it there, and if I don't have a video before the new year, which I don't think I will, very happy new year to everyone, and again thanks for all the support in 2023, and hopefully I can bring you some entertaining videos in 2024. So all the best. Thanks again for watching. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you.